Hello, I'm Robbie Fowler and you're watching Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV on an afternoon tour. Liverpool twice come from a goal down to get a 2-2 draw against Newcastle United at St James's Park. They may have had 10 men for a good portion of that game, but let's not talk about that too much. Good thing to know from my perspective is that despite the fact that we didn't win a game that probably we should have done, there's been no negativity in the comments whatsoever. we'll come to that. We're going to have your top comments rolling along the bottom of the screen. I'm going to come to comment of the week at the end of the show, but first let's start with what wasn't so great for the mighty Reds. I mean, look, first and foremost, Newcastle had 10 men for the for a good half of that football match, and we should have been able to capitalise on that, and we couldn't. On another day we might even have lost that. So that's definitely a negative that Brendan Rodgers is going to have to address. On player performances, for me, Victor Moses, we've said a couple of times, on not just on the match reactions but on the subscriber shows as well, that he doesn't look comfortable in the 10, and today was another great example of that. We just lack creativity, and you could see by the fact that Suarez is having to drop deep to influence the play. You don't want Suarez looking to pick passes through, sort of 20 yards from goal. No, you want him getting on the end of passes. You want him looking to get in beyond. I mean, just look what happened all the times when he's got the ball at his feet and he's running towards that defence. It causes havoc. Absolute havoc, and basically it's brown trousers time every time he gets into the box, and it should be. So we need to see more of that. I don't want to see him have to drop off, but right now we've debated this again at length. Who are the alternatives there? Should Jordan Henderson be pushed further up the field? Maybe Joe Allen, does he get a go in there? I don't know. Not to be overcritical of Moses, because I thought when we pushed him out to the wing in the second half, or toward the end of the second half, he looked a much better prospect. Although again, it's not that amazing, but he looked like. It looked like he was doing the job he was bought to do, as opposed to just sort of. It just didn't work. It didn't work in the 10. Let's not go on about it too much. Substitutions, when we were looking to press for the win, Raheem Sterling, again another thing we've said time and time again in the last couple of weeks. Just don't like him as an impact player. He's not having an impact as a substitute. At the minute, he's coming onto games where he seems to be when we're chasing it, we're trying to get a goal, or we're trying to turn a draw into a win or whatever, and we're bringing Sterling on to have a positive impact, and he's just not doing it. I mean, there was one point where Luis Suarez plays it out to the right wing, where Glenn Johnson was 5 minutes earlier, but no, Sterling's on, and somehow we've put a winger on, and he's playing 15-20 yards deeper. And I understand that he doesn't want to be the one to cost the game, but that's maybe he just needs to, I don't know, have the bottle to just try. And maybe it's tactical, maybe, I don't know. I mean, like I say, I'm no tactical guru, but that wasn't great for me. So no, I mean, look, there are things that you can pick holes in all day. Daniel Sturridge didn't have a great game, but he scores a goal. He's a centre forward. Is that all you'd expect him to do? For me, no. I thought he was a bit wasteful. And on another day, we'd have seen a much better Sturridge performance, and we'd have probably won that game quite comfortably. Okay, well, what was good then for Liverpool? Because look, it's very easy to focus on the negatives, as I've seen countless people just flipping out and just going fucking apeshit mental. Chill your fucking beans for 2 minutes. Let's look at what was good. What was good? Luis Suarez is just amazing, and you forget sometimes that Daniel Sturridge has been class this season. He has been class. He is, and he deserves his international call-up, and he deserves all the success, and I think he's going to be, if he's not top goal scorer in the Premier League this season, he's certainly going to be there or thereabouts. But Luis Suarez is just something else. He's just, oh my God, his touch. There's that one chance in the first half where the ball drops over to him at the back post, and he pulls it under his spell. The lad is just absolutely magnificent. I think the highlight of the game that we've got to mention, Steven Gerrard getting his 100th Premier League goal during a very elite club of players there, and took his penalty well. I had this real feeling of what's he going to do? But it wasn't even a magnificent penalty, but you know what, fucking up yours, Tim Krul. He was obviously trying to put on the arm around and talk to him. You fucking Dutch porn star. Get off him. I like the way Stevie gave him the stink eye afterwards as well. No, look, magnificent achievement to Steven Gerrard, and if it does sort of help to detract a little bit from the negatives of the game, then even fucking better. Ali Sissoko started very shakily, probably at fault for their second goal. Something about left backs comedy left-backs for Liverpool, but he grew into the game, and in an attacking sense, when he started to have Victor Moses to link up with down the left-hand side, he looked a real prospect, got a couple of very, very dangerous balls into the box, and that's what you want from a player in that position. Look, the lad's not fit, and he's had by all accounts, he's had a torrid time for a couple of seasons as well, so I think it's great to have that option to bring someone like him in there. It proves we've finally got a little bit of depth at left-back if he can stay fit. Positives, struggling. Luis Alberto, there we go. Thank you, cheat sheet. Luis Alberto, that's the best I've seen him play for Liverpool, and he showed what he's got when he's got a little bit of time and space to pick a pass and link play. He's could potentially be a terrific player for Liverpool, although he needs to watch his shooting, as does Jordan Henderson, who I thought had a decent game as well. Steven Gerrard, again, better. Not magnificent, but just a general all-round better. Look, when they had the backs to the wall, when we got it back to 2-2, and we were pressing, we looked that good. We looked good, and again on another day, we'd have taken that game, we'd have snapped the goal, and we'd have won it, and we'd all be seeing it going, okay, we dodged the bullet there, but fucking get in, Liverpool. And I can't be too downbeat about it. I can see why people might be a bit upset, because ultimately it's Newcastle United who ship goals for fun against us, generally speaking. And they're down to 10 men, most importantly. But I think you've got to give a little bit of credit to Newcastle there. I thought they played very well, and some of the players who we've been sort of laughing at and writing off had excellent games. Yohan Cabaye, I mean, we weren't writing him off. He's a class act, and that goal, Mignolet's not going to save that. No goalkeeper's going to save that, and you just got to love people. Some people go, well, Mignolet should do better than that. Fuck off. I mean, yeah, the ball's travelled the distance, fair play, but it gathers pace. I goes 30 yards and spins off in more or less the fucking opposite direction. Now, I'm no professor, but anyone who might dabble in physics will basically tell you that's fucking impossible. So no, look, any criticism of Mignolet, no, I'm not having it. I think he's unlucky with that, and you've got to give all the credit to Yohan Cabaye, because it's an amazing strike. And he's a top player, isn't he? And I was impressed by a lot of the Newcastle players, and all round the Newcastle efforts. First half, people can say we were shit, and obviously from a Liverpool perspective, you're always going to watch things from a Liverpool perspective, but I think we've got to give credit to the way Newcastle set up. They stopped us playing, they put us under pressure, and they didn't allow us to get a rhythm, get our passing game going. So anyway, let's have comment of the week. Is it you? Let's find out. Is your name Tom Gladden? If it is, it's you, comment of the week. Okay, comment of the week then. Tom Gladden says, we would have lost that last season, came back twice, Stevie got his 100th goal, next week will be better, international breaks always fuck us up. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to look at this in context. As I'm filming this, the rest of the Premier League games are going on. I've no idea how they're going down, so I'm not going to make any bold statements, because you just don't know. But again, you just don't know. If other teams drop points, then it's not so bad. But if all the teams around us win, then yeah, you're going to have to say, well, Liverpool definitely should have picked up 3 points. But as mentioned there, I've seen Liverpool lose those games. We said before the game, often for Liverpool, the games we lose are the games we most expect to win, which sounds completely ridiculous, but think about it, it's more often than not the case. So I'm sort of glad that although we should definitely have come away with 3 points there given the circumstances, I'm glad that we've at least come away with a point, and it's about putting runs together, and if we can go a few games, 5-6 games unbeaten, then we'll still be there or thereabouts in the table, which is exactly where we want to be. The difference is the teams, I think, who've got title ambitions go and get 3 points there, and I think that speaks volumes about just where we're at, that although it's great to be up near the top of the table, let's not get too above and beyond ourselves just yet. Anyway, thank you very much for your comments. Thank you very much, Newcastle fans, if you're watching. Always a pleasure. And there's a few of you regulars. Anyway, we're going to be talking more about this game on Tuesday night. It will be released on Wednesday on the redmentv.com and subscribe show. We're going to have Simon Hughes, who writes the Liverpool magazine, is also a writer of Red Machine, new book coming out. As well as that, go back and check last week's short if you haven't already. Steven Gerrard, Centurion, we're talking about in depth about how much longer Steven Gerrard can keep playing at the top of his game for Liverpool Football Club, along with a whole host of other amazing topics. So check that out on the redmentv.com, free for a month. Anyway, if you've got any more thoughts or comments, don't forget to leave them in the comments section underneath. Who is your man of the match? I'm going to give man of the match to Luis Suarez, because why the fuck not, because he's amazing. Let me know your man of the match underneath, and don't forget to give the video a big fat fucking thumbs up as well. If you don't like it, don't give it a thumbs down, don't be bitter. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Try to enjoy the rest of your weekend, Reds. Thanks very much, as I say, Newcastle fans as well, and I'll see you next week. Ta-ra.